Okay, fun fact, this is attempt number 3 at filming this video, and I'm actually doing this before I have to head out to work, so I'm hoping that in some way, shape, or form, the added time pressure will help. Who knows? Hey guys, Marissa here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I wanted to just kind of sit down and chat at you guys, talk a little bit about what's been going on recently, my plans for the channel this year, some reading plans, stuff like that. Basically, I want to do just a bit of a catch up because it's been a while since I last sat down and filmed a video. But first things first, because it is the new year and because it's been so long since I last regularly uploaded, that is really hard to say, I wanted to do a little bit of a reintroduction. So hi, as I mentioned at the beginning, my name is Marissa and I have been creating videos here on the Little Spider 9 channel since 2013. Yeah, 2013. It's been like 6 years. Crazy. When I first started Little Spider 9, I was a junior in college who had just discovered the amazing world of booktube videos, and I would still say that this channel is primarily a booktube channel, meaning that I talk about books and reading. However, I have dabbled in other kinds of videos over the years, including videos about films, anime discussions, journaling, organization, and talking a little bit about freelance life back when I was a freelance worker. Now, if you've already been subscribed to the channel, you know that 2019 was kind of a non-productive year here on the channel. I didn't really create much content of any kind, to be honest. That was because 2019 was a bit of a crazy year for me personally, and I basically spent the vast majority of the year just working. There was a lot of overtime, you guys. While I'm actually very proud of myself for making it through 2019 because I did a lot of personal growth, I was able to kind of dig myself out of a bit of a financial hole, which is great. I found that at the end of the year, I was feeling very creatively unfulfilled and kind of frustrated because I wasn't really indulging any of my creative hobbies, whether that was YouTube, drawing, reading, cooking. I was doing kind of the bare minimum everywhere, and I really want to change that in 2020. So in 2020, my big goal for this channel is to just get back to making regular content. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I will be putting up a video every single week. It might just mean there are a couple videos a month or even one video a month, but I just want to get back to creating more time to do the things that fulfill me personally, and making videos is definitely one of those things. As for the content of the videos that I make this year, as I mentioned, I will always and forever think of this as primarily a booktube channel, so no, the bookish content is not going away whatsoever. However, I do think I used not reading as kind of an excuse to not make videos last year because I had this weird thought in my mind of, you're a booktuber who's not reading, therefore what could you possibly have to talk about? The answer to that is that I actually have a lot of other things I could have made videos about, because although I started this as a booktube channel 6 years ago, I have grown a lot as a person and I have a lot of different interests. So the content is about to get a little bit more varied here in 2019? Wow, okay, slip. 2020. It's not going to be incredibly different from the past. One thing I will definitely be focusing more on in 2020 is journaling videos, because number one, I just love watching them. I love thinking about journaling. I love the act of journaling. And so I'm going to be sharing like monthly bullet journal videos with you guys. So hopefully you are excited about that. I will probably go back to sprinkling in some film discussions because I really enjoy making those videos as well. I've also been thinking about making some videos about writing fan fiction, oddly enough. And then the last kind of frontier video-wise that I think I want to dabble in this year is a bit of like, I don't know if it's lifestyle or like lifestyle design advice type videos, but that whole area has been something I've been getting into over the past like 3 years or so. And now that I'm getting closer to 30, I feel infinitely more qualified to talk about that kind of stuff than I did back when I was like 21, 22. Trust me, I knew nothing at 22. You would not have wanted my advice. So anyways, that is kind of where I'm thinking of taking the content here on the channel. I think it'll just allow me to continue making videos even if I fall into another kind of like slow reading year, which hopefully, fingers crossed, I do not. But I just want to give myself permission to create the kinds of videos that I want to watch and create those kinds of videos in just not one area, if that makes sense. Then let's go ahead and talk about some reading goals I have for 2020, which are relatively few. I think every year for the past couple of years, I've started paring my goals down more and more. And this year, I feel like we've hit like the most minimal so far. First of all, the one goal that I think I will always keep so long as I'm at least doing this channel, is my Goodreads reading goal. I set that for 24 books in 2020. Now, I set my goal for 24 books last year as well and did not come anywhere near to that. I believe I ended up reading 9 books in 2019, 4 of which were like children's Jedi Apprentice books that I reread the week of Christmas break because comfort reading. And quite frankly, I like the number 24 because it encourages me to read at least 2 books a month, which again, hopefully I can do this year. We shall see. As for additional reading goals for 2020, I have like 2 kind of projects I want to work on this year. The first of which is my presidential biography challenge, which I talked about in my last video of 2019. So I will link that in the cards for you guys and down in the description box in case you want to like get more details about how I'm structuring my challenge. I definitely don't think I will finish it in 2020, but I want to just kind of make more progress, get through a few more presidents. Then the other reading goal I have for 2020 is kind of a pared down version of my ongoing read your own damn books attempt. You guys know that at the end of the year, every year I like to tally up my books, all of my owned unread books. So that's physical books, ebooks, and audiobooks. And I have not done that for 2019, so I'm not sure why I'm sharing that with you guys. However, I do know that I have roughly like 205 unread books in my possession. So I want to continue to pare that down, but because that huge goal has been very intimidating over the last couple of years, this year I'm picking like a really specific sub goal within that. So for my owned books this year, what I really want to focus on is finishing some middle grade series that I own and have left unread on my shelves. Basically, I have a couple of middle grade series that I started back in the day, I loved, purchased the whole series, and then just never finished. So we are going to work our way through some of those this year. I might turn it into a like finish that series of videos here on the channel or something. Haven't yet figured that out, but that is one reading goal I definitely have for 2020. And actually that's kind of it. Keeping it really simple this year. I'm not doing any like book riot challenges. I'm not doing any TBRs again this year. I will keep up with that because your girl just doesn't stick to them. Okay, and I'm running out of time slightly here. So the last thing I want to mention is some changes that I'm going to be making to how I utilize my Patreon account. In case you guys didn't know, I am on Patreon, and if you want to check out my profile, see what perks I'm offering, that sort of thing, you can always check the description box below. It is linked in every single one of my videos. The big change I'm making on Patreon this year is that I am, number one, getting rid of all of my tiers except for the $1 minimum tier. I just felt a lot of creator guilt for those people contributing higher last year. So I'm dropping it down to $1 and I'm increasing the rewards. And then the other change is that the increased rewards are going to include new Patreon exclusive videos that I will be putting up every month over on our Patreon feed. They're going to be ad free, obviously, because they're already paid for. And I think that they will be a lot of fun because I'm hoping my patrons get really involved. They're all going to be videos that can be picked by my patron community. So whatever they want to see, I'm going to make a video on, post it exclusively over there. And I'm hoping it should be a kind of a way to kind of increase the community feel of that platform. And I'm actually really looking forward to it. So that's where I'm at for 2020. Those are the changes I'm going to be making here on the channel, the kind of videos I'm going to be making, what I'm going to be reading, Patreon stuff. Did I cover everything? I do think that's everything I wanted to mention. So thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you stuck around through last year. I know the video drought was real, but we're back at it this year, back on the grind. My next video will be a 2020 bullet journal setup video. So if you guys like journaling, organization stuff, that is coming up. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye.